And finally, guys, we have to know about the structure of acids. Okay, so the first type of acid is called an oxo acid. And we don't mean gravy granules here. What we mean is, that the hydrogen in the molecule is attached to an oxygen, and you know them well. Sulfuric acid, nitric acid, carbonic acid. Let me show you the structure, the structures, and explain what we mean by oxo acid. So here is sulfuric acid. There it is. There's your hydrogens, diprotic acid. There's your hydrogens bonded to your oxygen, and there is always in these oxo acids, there is always a oxygen bonded, double bonded to the central atom. Let's look at nitric acid. Here's nitric acid. We know what the arrow means, don't we? Yes, we do. It's a dative bond. Carbonic acid. And you can see in each case we've got that oxygen, could be one or two oxygens double bonded to the central atom. And here's one I made earlier. Okay, which one's that? Sulfuric acid, isn't it? Put that there. Which one's that? Nitric acid. Carbonic acid. Okay. The second type of acid occurs, that's number one. Second type is when hydrogen is bonded to an electronegative atom other than oxygen. So here are some examples that you know. So we got hydrofluoric acid, hydrochloric acid, hydrobromic acid, hydroiodic acid. And the strength of the acid depends on the strength of this bond. If the bond is strong, then the acid is weak. So I'm sure you can work out that the strongest acid here would be hydroiodic acid here, because that's the weakest bond. And that'll be the one that dissociates the easiest. This bond here in hydrofluoric acid is really strong, so you're not going to get much ionization. So you're going to get, this is your weakest acid here. That's number two. And your third type of acid is when you get a hydrated metal ion. Now we know about that too. We just don't know without work on transition metals. Let's take an example of hydrated aluminium 3+. And what happens is the solvent, the water solvent here, is able to take a proton off one of these water ligands, protonate itself and produce protonated water, which will then dissociate and make this solution acid. So there you go. Those are our three types of acid.